Good morning and welcome to Solheim's Expert Interview Series. We have this morning, thank you Dr. Sue for joining us, Dr. Thomas Sue, who is a dermatologist and PhD. He was studied at UCLA in the MD PhD program, and he's here to tell us how to take care of our skin in the summer sun. What do you recommend for the person, say the macho guy who really doesn't think they need any kind of skincare? Do you have any suggestions for that, or do you just encourage them to use it?
A lot of times, a lot of my male patients do have a lot more sun exposure. They've been the type of people who either did construction, were in the military in the past, they do a lot of work in the backyard, and they get a ton of sun exposure. One of the difficult things also, as with men, sometimes we lose more hair on the top of our head, and with that it's a big target for the sun to cause a lot of direct sun damage. Oftentimes all it takes is for a patient to come in, if I see some pre-cancers and have actually seen a skin cancer on them, that's oftentimes a big enough motivator for them to say, okay, I don't want to get any more of these. Let's try to, at least use some sun protection. Oftentimes, if they don't want to put creams on their face because it's too girly or not macho enough for them, even just wearing a hat is very sufficient. If you wear, especially if it's more just on the scalp, just wearing any kind of hat is good. If it's more just trying to protect it on their face, I usually recommend using a wide-brimmed hat, like a cowboy hat and so forth. That may be a little bit overdoing it, but the cowboys knew what they were doing back in the old days.
So we like cowboy hats.